Okay, so I'm not sure, guys. Aiden and Tim, you're the only two that have chimed in so far, but it says that there's 7 people here, so I don't know who the other 5 are. I'm assuming I'm at least one of them. I've got it going up on my iPad, and it's on my iPad's on a different account than the church computer. So maybe the church computer's counted as a 4. Do we have somebody else in there? Nobody's willing to confess. Jazz is here for say hi. So Jazz does really like to sit on computers. So there's a good chance he might try to end our session. He did take a screenshot earlier by jumping onto the computer. Nope, not quite. Everybody say hi, Jazz. He didn't like that at all. For whatever reason, that didn't end the feed. But so here's the deal, because they don't want us to be doing any just cross between program with staff. We're not having Brent over because we weren't really comfortable with him having to be in and out and having kids and me being a type 1 diabetic. So we are doing this show, by we, I mean I and all of you are doing this show 100% digitally. Oh, Jazz. Okay. So I didn't want to show you guys this before I was ready, but there's a couple of things that Jazz really loves when you need to get him to stop doing whatever he's doing. So the reason today I have a whole bunch of pens in my pocket is Jazz really likes pens. So next time he comes over and tries to mess with our camera setup, I'll go ahead and give a pen throw, and you guys can watch him run off. It's pretty funny. So as of now, we've got 8 supposed people watching right now. But the way this game's going to work is we're going to play deal or no deal. I think you guys all know how that game works. So the way it works is I'm going to pull it up on a screen. And now, I do want to premise this is an online game and I can't control what advertisements may or may not potentially pop up. But the way it's going to work is because Cole and Aiden, you're the only 2 that have chimed in so far. We're going to let you guys go first. And the way we're going to play this game, because I can't give you guys money because we're not there. We can't do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick an arbitrary number. I'm going to write it down on this pad of paper. And then if you get it higher than that number, I don't want to tell you what the number is that you're shooting for, because then if you get something and it's higher than the number, you're automatically going to take the deal. So you're not going to know what my number is. But if you go higher than that number, with your parents' permission, I will get either Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out delivered to your house. So that's a pretty good deal. So, because Cole and Aiden, you're the only... Oh, Ian's here. Hey, Ian. Oh, and Tyler. What's up, guys? So, we're about to play deal or no deal. Cole, you know how to play, so how about we'll have you go first. How's that sound? So what I'm doing now is I'm writing down an arbitrary number on this sheet. It's not an arbitrary number. It's a number between 1 and 1 million. Okay, I couldn't make it too small. But okay, so Cole, now how this is going to work. Oops, put the wrong side up. The way this is going to work, Cole, is you're going to play the game how we typically would play it, except you're going to comment your numbers in the comment section. Guys, you can make your recommendations of what you want Cole to do. It's kind of weird not being able to cheer for people as they go. But Cole, if you get higher than this number that I wrote down on here, I will let you talk to your parents and we'll pick either something to eat from Chick-fil-A or something to eat from In-N-Out, and we'll get it delivered to your house. So, Aiden, I know you're not a huge fast food guy, so maybe if you want, we can get like you after the rain stops, maybe next week if you play and you win, you can do the Jamba Juice or something like that, or Robex, some sort of juice place. Okay, so Cole, to start off, here we go. Play. What is this? It's only $1 million. Max prize $1 million. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure what happened just there. I tried it out earlier and I didn't have to do anything like that. Okay, Cole, go ahead and pick your case. Oh, you're having some connection issues, Ian? Yeah, that's one of the things we're finding is depending on all this technology, some people are struggling to keep their internet going. I know Carolyn and I have struggled to do multiple things because she was working at the same time as I am doing stuff. Okay, so Cole is going with number 7. There's your case. Okay, now after picking 7, oh, Jazz. Here, Jazz. There you go. 10 works every time. I got 4 more. Okay, so Cole, now you need to give me 7 more numbers. Just type them all into as you go. I'm going to stand up for a little bit because me getting up and going back and forth this whole time. Okay, here we go. Cole, give me your choices. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, 14. What's your next one, Cole? Just keep them coming quick.
Excellent.
Hey, good choice. Good choice. Next one. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're on. So 14, and then 10. Oh, the 400,000. 26.
Excellent.
That one was 300. I realize you guys probably can't see this very well. How about I try to get you a little closer to the screen? There, that's better. Okay, so I just did 26. So here's 19.
Nice one.
75. Good one, Cole. And then 8.
Excellent.
50,000 was that one. And then 4.
Excellent.
That one was 100,000. And now 1.
Nice one.
Oh, you're on fire, man. Okay, and then the last one. Oh, never mind. That was the last one. Banker's offer was 40,000, Cole. Deal or no deal?
Time for the next round.
Okay, so apparently you weren't quick enough, so we'll go ahead and give you that 25 because I got news for you. 40,000 wasn't going to get you the in and out. So now we know, Cole, you have to do it in as quickly as you can because there was a timer. Oh no! That was the million marker. Okay. Next one, Cole. So you already got the 25. We got your no deal. We need you to pick 4 more cases. Hey, Caleb. Welcome. We're doing deal or no deal. Cole is up. And instead of playing for money, I picked an arbitrary number, wrote it on this notepad. And then if Cole gets higher than that number, I'm going to get some food delivered to his house. Okay, so we got 11.
Nice one.
Good one. 25. Just need 3 more. 15.
Nice one.
22.
Excellent.
Oh, nice one. That was a good one. And then last one was 24.
Excellent.
Oh, I guess you get one more. And 9. Okay, here we go. Be a low one. 5.
Nice one.
10,000. Still a low one. Okay.
Deal or no deal.
So you got to be as quick as you can, Cole. Your offer is 71,409. You want to do deal or no deal? 71,900.
Time for the next round.
Oh. The time frame is obviously. We did do 9. Okay, sorry, Cole. This is proving to be somewhat more complicated than we thought. Okay, I see your no deal. Okay, pick your 4 cases. It's interesting. We've never had what there's a timer. Okay, 16.
Excellent.
And then 23. Oh. 12.
Excellent.
And then 3 is your last case. Okay, so Cole, here's the deal. You need to be starting to think and be getting ready to answer whether you're going to do deal or no deal almost immediately because it's going to start giving you the countdown pretty quickly, and I'll be waiting to see what you go for. Okay, here we go.
Nice one. Deal.
118,000. 118,000. Deal or no deal? $118,000. Deal or no deal?
Time for the next round.
We're having a problem with our delayed internet. Okay, no deal. It's funny from my side because I see you say no deal after it's already advanced, but I believe you. I know what you're doing. Okay, so you need to pick. Yep, I heard you. I heard you say no deal. Yep. Okay, next one. Let's go with your next few cases. 3 cases, Cole. Two.
Excellent.
And 21.
Nice one.
Well done. And 18. Okay, so be ready to answer deal or no deal.
Deal.
209.14. 209.14. Deal or no deal?
Time for the next round.
I'm gonna assume Cole went with deal. Okay, so you got your deal was 209,000. So Cole, the number was 416,000. So you didn't make the deal, or you didn't win on the deal, but there's a good chance you may have had that in your case because there's only, let's see, you have a 1 in 3 chance of having one. Yep, you said deal. So we have a 1 in 3 chance of you having had a higher number. So let's see. We'll just pick these at random, Cole, and then we'll see what your number was.
Nice one. Oh.
Okay, so there's a chance that you had the 500,000 case. Let's say no deal and see what.
Very brave. Time for the next round.
Oh, did I click? I meant to click no deal.
Oh. Deal or no deal. Oh, very brave. And now the final round.
Oh, 7 is your case. Sorry for picking that one.
Nice one. Deal or no deal. Final 2 cases.
Moment of truth.
One you choose.
See what was in your original case, Cole. Oh, so you were right. You did have to make a deal. You did have to make a deal, Cole. But unfortunately, your deal was not quite high enough. So, Aiden, are you understanding how this is all working? Okay, perfect. So, Aiden, we might have to watch a commercial here because this is a free game. Okay, so I know I've heard we have Diana watching with her grandson in Georgia. So hi guys, sorry you're having trouble commenting. The reason you're having trouble commenting is because if you want to comment on the channel, you have to actually have a YouTube channel, and all you have to do to make a YouTube channel is to log in, and it'll give you the do you want to make a channel, and then it'll let you go. Okay, so here we go, Aiden. Choose your case. I feel like this screen isn't nearly as. I feel like the screen got smaller. Oh well. Okay, Aiden, pick your case. Oh, and Aiden, while you're picking your case, I'm going to write down your magic number. I got all the pens in my pocket. Not a very good pen. Okay, Aiden's picking 22. So take 22 and stash that away. Okay, now pick 7 more cases, Aiden. For some reason, there we go. I was like, it took away the full screen. So we got Aiden's going with 26.
Excellent.
And then he's going with 4.
Excellent.
And then he's going with, let's see, 7.
Nice one.
Then he's going with 14. Oh, dude, that was a 200,000 one. Okay. And then 15.
Nice one.
And then, sorry, I'm trying to text somebody that's having trouble getting into the room as well. Okay, so we got 19.
Nice one.
And then we got 20.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Deal or no deal?
45,000, Aiden. Deal or no deal? 45,000. Deal or no deal? No deal. Okay. No deal. Here we go.
No deal. That's the spirit. Time for the next round.
Now you're going to pick 6 cases. I got a text from Matthew Ewart saying he's here, but I don't see him. Okay, Aiden, you're at 1. And Aiden, you're 20. Oh, no. Big one, 400,000. Okay, next one, 25. Oh, you are having a rough go this time. 17. Oh, Aiden, you're on fire in the worst way. 13.
Nice one.
2.
Excellent.
And then 3. Here we go. Last one.
Nice one.
Hey, there you go. Here we go. Banker's offer.
Deal.
39,000. Deal or no deal? No deal.
No deal. That's the spirit.
Okay, here we go. Next round, choose 4. Let's see if you can have a better round this time, Aiden. Going with 5. Oh no, Aiden. And then 6.
Excellent.
There you go. You got a good one. And then an 8.
Excellent.
There you go. And then a 10. Last one.
Excellent. Deal.
50,000, Aiden. Deal or no deal? Okay, no deal. Here we go. Choose 3 cases, Aiden. 9.
Nice
There you go. 23.
Nice one.
21. Here we go. Be the 50. Oh.
Deal.
Deal or no deal, Aiden? 75,000. No deal.
Oh, very brave. Time for the next round.
Okay. Pick 2. We're almost at the end of this round as well. 18.
Excellent.
A. 11.
Nice one.
Oh, here we go. What are they going to offer?
Deal.
107. That's like a hope you get the 10,000 in your. I hope you don't get the 10,000 in your case situation here. What are you going, Aiden? Deal or no deal? Deal.
Time for the
Oh,
next round.
okay. So Aiden said deal. So he's taking the 10,000 or the 107,000. Let's go through to see what Aiden did get in his case, though.
Excellent. Deal or no. Oh, very brave. And now the final round.
Okay, so you did make the right decision in the game by calling no deal, because yours would have been smaller.
Final 2 cases. Which one will you choose? Oh,
But you did. You had the 10,000 case. Unfortunately, that's not enough. I did 201,000 to win, so maybe better luck next time. Hey guys, we're going to transition a little bit out of our game time. So I'm going to close this out. And get back onto here. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera back a little bit again. So thanks for you guys, all of you that joined us. Cole, Aiden, sorry you guys didn't win big money on that one. Maybe better luck next time. But I do want to spend a little bit of time talking to you guys today just about what we are currently kind of experiencing in the world right now, which is an interesting thing. It is a crisis. You know, people aren't supposed to be going outside. People have to stay home. And, you know, right now it's like it's raining a little bit, so you're not really thinking too much about that now. But the reality of it is there's just a lot of unknowns, right? And sometimes going into things that are unknown can be really scary. So Carolyn's mom's friends made us these little face masks, and she brought them, or Carolyn actually picked them up for me. So I got it makes me feel like a bad guy from the Ninja Turtles. Right? I'm not going to wear this the whole time because, one, it makes my glasses fog up. And two, it makes it really hot. But these are just unprecedented times where we haven't really had anything like this. And one of the things about the unknown that makes it so scary is just the anxiety that it can cause, right? The anxiety that it can cause. I don't know if I'm going to get sick. I don't know if I'm going to be okay. I don't know if my grandparents are going to be okay. I don't know if life is ever going to go back to normal. I liked it when my life was normal. And it's the uncertainty that can cause some unease, right? So it's the uncertainty that can make it a little cause anxiety. But here's the really interesting thing is today, if you guys don't know, this whole week has been a week where people do things leading up towards Easter. And we're taking a look at just different times throughout Jesus's walk as he was preparing for his death, burial, and then resurrection, right? And today is the day that we call Good Friday. The reality of it is it was a day that was really difficult on Jesus, right? And it's one of those things, sometimes the fear of the unknown can be really difficult to handle. But in this circumstance, Jesus didn't have fear, but he did not want to go into the unknown. There's a scene in the Bible, and he just is praying to God the Father, and he says, Father, if there's any other way, let's try that one, right? And it wasn't his fear, it wasn't his anxiety. It's not that he didn't want to do it. He had every desire to do it, but he knew that it was going to be painful. He knew that it was going to be hard, and he knew that it was going to just cause a lot of pain, right? And amidst all of that, he still chose to do it, right? And that's one of those circumstances, kind of like what we're facing today, is like, you know what? My life would be a whole lot more comfortable if I just said, well, I'm not going to follow any of the rules. I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm just going to keep doing what I want. I'm going to keep going here. And right, it can have profound impacts potentially on the life of someone else because you could get them sick, right? And Jesus knew that what he had to do in order to save us was make a significant sacrifice, right? He had to be faithful to do what he knew was right, right? So in this situation, we're in a similar boat where, yeah, it can be uncomfortable. Yeah, it can not be fun, right? Jesus wasn't like, woohoo, I'm going to go do this and it's going to be the best. Like, no, he basically said, I love you enough to do this. I care about you enough to walk through this, and because I love you, right? And that's kind of an interesting thing that we have going on in our world right now. So today is a day where we celebrate. It's called Good Friday, and basically it's the day where Jesus went through the process of being crucified, right? And it's a weird thing for us to celebrate, right? It's because it's like, it sounds tragic, but we know what makes it significant and makes it why it's worth celebrating is because the significance of what it produced, right? Because of what we would consider a really bad day, God was able to produce a really good day that we celebrate on Easter, right? The glory that is Easter is not the same without the pain that is Good Friday, right? So this is one of those things where perspective is really important for us, right? We recognize the fact that in order for us to live our best lives down the road, sometimes we have to make sacrifices, right? All of your parents out there have sacrificed something to make your life better, right? And this is an opportunity for us to sacrifice something to make other people's lives better, right? Because we know what the right thing is to do, but sometimes we just don't want to, and sometimes we don't like it. So for you guys Good Friday is kind of one of those church services. It's not one of the like, hey, bring your kids to church, because it's usually somber. It's usually sad because it's a portrayal of the murder of our Savior, right? But it's also important for us to remember it. It's important for us to be faithful in acknowledging the sacrifice that Christ made, right? It's the sacrifice that Christ made that makes the gift we've been given so significant, right? Because the reality of it is we know we mess up. We know we do things we're not supposed to. We know we've done things wrong and have just not always done what is right. We know that, right? But in spite of all of those things, Christ still died for us. He still chose to sacrifice for us, even though he knew it was going to be painful, even though he knew it was going to be hard, even though he knew it was going to be hurt. He said, hey, I love you enough to do this, right? So on Easter, you guys are going to get to do all sorts of celebrations, and I have no idea why there's eggs, but I'm sure there's a good reason for it, right? And it's this day that we celebrate, and it's always fun, and it's a really good time, but it's also really important for us to remember that the reason we celebrate Easter is because we celebrate the resurrection of God when he came back to life. So in order for God to come back to life, in order for Jesus to come back to life, that means he had to die on our behalf to begin with, right? So it's one of those, in order to see the significance of one thing, it's also, the weight is carried also by the significance of the other. So it's the reality of the fact that we have to make sacrifices right now, right? We have to stay inside, and staying inside might not be as bad as it is usually because it's raining, but we're all kind of like, I think I'm ready for it to be done, right? So we're the same way with the coronavirus, right? We're all kind of ready for this to be done. And the reality of it is that Christ was also ready for this to be done. He was like, okay, here we go. Let's do this. I love them enough to do this, but I don't want to because it's hard, but I'm going to, right? So we're in that season right now where we're all having to do things we didn't want to do. Or we're all in a situation where we're doing things that we don't necessarily want to do. I haven't left the house for almost a month now. I am a very, very restless person. I am restless by nature. I want to go out. I want to do stuff. I want to have fun. I want to hang out with my friends. But I can't. I can't because I have people in my life that don't want me to get sick. I have people in my life that care about me. And I also have people in my life that I care about that I don't want to potentially get sick either. So it's a difficult situation. So we're going to go ahead and transition really quick. I'm going to pray, and then we're going to continue. God, I thank you for today. I thank you for this season where life looks a little different, where we're just uncertain. Lord, but we also thank you that amidst the uncertainty, amidst the chaos, you still chose to give yourself on our behalf. Lord, that you still chose to give yourself for us. So I just ask that as we continue to be with you in this community, God, that you would be with us and you would bless this time. In your name I pray, amen. So one of the major oversights that I made, I guess not oversights, I told you guys this the other week, is like, I'm a guy who likes to perfect systems. I like to constantly improve things and make them better. And one of the things that I didn't realize is I was like getting ready and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go and lead worship. I'm gonna go ahead and do worship with the students. And then I realized there's nobody else here. How am I supposed to run the worship slides? So this is my first time doing this without Brent because we just decided we needed to keep both of us safe. But I decided we'll still go ahead and do one song. I tried to pick one that you might all be familiar with. I also picked one that I thought would be really fun because you get to be a little bit loud. And I think it'll be really funny to be loud when there's nobody else around, when you're by yourself digitally. And I'll try my best to lead lyrically as I play. So you guys might have an idea of what words are coming. So this song is called Yahweh, Yahweh, or it's actually called At Your Name, but it's a fun song to sing. But I'm going to grab my guitar, which is off the screen really quick. And I encourage you guys to sing along at home, shout along at home, and have a good time. Because despite the fact that we are separated, I think as Brent shared about in his devotional, he still has a desire for us to have joy. He still has a desire for us to experience worship and to still worship him, even if we're alone in the privacy of our own homes. We should still be worshiping. So this is an opportunity for us to sing and just sing together, even though we're not in the same place. And I'm going to go ahead and have a drink of my water because one of the weird things about doing this by myself is I literally have been talking for like 40 minutes. Does that say 50 minutes? I've been talking for 50 minutes. Whew, I'm tired. Okay, this song is called At Your Name, and I'll try my best to lead you. Starts off with At Your Name, the mountains shake and crumble. Here we go, at your name. At your name, the mountains shake and crumble. The mountains shake and crumble. At your name, the oceans roar and tumble. At your name, the oceans roar and tumble. At your name, the angels will bow. At your name, the angels will bow. The earth will rejoice. Your people cry out. Lord of all the earth, Lord of all the earth, we shout your name. Shout, filling up the skies, filling up the skies with endless. Here we go, loud you can, Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. We love to shout your name, oh Lord. Make your parents wonder what you're doing at your name. At your name. The morning breaks in glory. The morning breaks in glory. At your name, creation sings your story. At your name, creation sings your story. At your name, the angels will bow, the earth will rejoice, your people cry out. Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, Yahweh, Yahweh. We love to shout your name, Lord. Okay, let's sing again, Lord of all the earth. Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, Yahweh, Yahweh. We love to shout your name, Lord. Okay, this next part's the bridge. There's no one like our God. We will praise you, there will praise you. There is no one like our God. We will praise you, There's no one like God. We will sing, we will sing. There is no one like our God. There is no one like our God. We will praise you, There's no one like our God. We will sing last time. There is no one like our God. We will praise you, There's no one like our God. We will sing. Here we go, Lord of all the earth. Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, Yahweh, Yahweh. We love to shout your name, Lord. Do it one last time, Lord of all the earth. Lord of all the earth, we shout your name, filling up the skies with endless praise, Yahweh, Yahweh. We love to shout your name, Lord. God, I just ask that you would continue to remind us that we are united in Christ. Lord, even though we are not together today, even though we are not in each other's presence, you are with us. And there is unity in the body of Christ, Lord. And we love our friends and we love our church family, but we also know that there is a global church that is praising you all over the world. There are people that are all today remembering the sacrifice that you made for us on the cross. And Lord, I just ask that this would be a community that continues to meet together in worship throughout this season, Lord, that we would remember the sacrifice that you made for us. Lord, and I pray that there would be a great sense of joy when we celebrate your resurrection in the coming days. Lord, that we would remember that you are a God who took something that was horrific and broken and you redeemed it. And God, we know that you can do that now as well. In your holy name I pray. Amen. Okay, guys, I've only got a little tiny bit of stuff left with you guys that I wanted to do, but we're glad we've gotten to spend the time together. The reality of it is we are in a time where we are all having to make sacrifices, right? And a lot of times the reason we don't like making sacrifices is because part of it means we don't get what we want, right? We don't get what we want. We want to go and do whatever makes us happy, whatever we enjoy the most, right? But today is a day where we remember the sacrifice of what Christ did for us, right? So when you think about how unpleasant this is, having to stay home for a month, look at it in the perspective of eternity of the sacrifice that Christ did for us. Even though he didn't deserve to be punished, he didn't deserve to be crucified, he gladly did that because he knew that it could save us. He knew that it was what he had to do to protect us and draw him to him. So I just give you guys encouragement in this season. I know some of you guys are going back to school right now and trying to transition into a new time of just life looking different. And the reality of it is, some things might not ever be back to what we would consider normal. And, we might be wearing these masks every year. That might be a new thing that people are going to do in order to keep our community healthy, right? We don't know. And like I said, it's the uncertainty that causes so much anxiety for us. But it was the certainty that Christ had in the sacrifice he was making that made it such an easy decision for him. Even though he knew it was going to be painful, he knew it was going to hurt, he knew that it was going to be a struggle. He still chose to do it because he knew what the sacrifice that he was making was for. So that's all I had for you guys today. Glad you guys could come and hang out. We've been on for an hour now, so I am thoroughly exhausted from talking nonstop. But I know I saw Cole, you make a comment about you can see Jazz in the background. I'll see if I can't get him down. So I'll have to move this counter. I got this thing where so I put Jazz's treats into a pill box so that we don't overfeed him because we all like to give him treats. If I'm giving him treats, Carolyn's giving him treats. He just eats so much, but can you see he got his attention? He knows there's treats. He knows there's treats coming. He's like, I'll get up for that. Here you go, Jazz. You gonna come down? He's like, you put the duck thing in my way. That was just to add a little color to the background. Come on, Jazz. He's like, you're going to make me come get it? No, he's not feeling in the mood. I think he's mad we woke him up. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Remember, students, on Mondays and Wednesdays, we have Zoom sessions. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have devotionals published all on YouTube. So we love to see you guys there, and we'll see you every Friday, and as long as we can. Bye. I wish you were here too, Brant. Oh, maybe I'll leave it going. Jazz is starting to come down. I'm sure some of the kids would love to see you, Jazz. Here you go, Jazz. It's right there. He needs some assistance. Usually he runs for the food, but I think he's getting a little camera shy. I should see if I could get a GoPro on Jazz, have him run around. Oh, Brent, thanks for the reminder. I forgot about the Nerf guns. One thing I was even talking about the other day was, I was like, one benefit of not having Brent here is I get 2 full Nerf guns. So here we go. My goal is to try to shoot out the camera. Oh, it's close. So we learned Jazz does like Nerf darts. Apparently it's not doing any good. Here we go. Oh, so close. I think that was my last one. Oh, I'm out. See you guys next time.